Hello everyone, welcome to Ascendant Signs, and today in this video I will be discussing the retrogression of Mercury. Today on 14th of January 2022, Mercury is going to turn retrograde and it will be in its retrograde motion till 4th of February 2022. At present, Mercury is in conjunction with Saturn in the sign of Capricorn, and this retrogression will be in the sign of Capricorn itself. So that means Mercury is not going to change the sign, and if we try to understand the present scenario of planetary transits, then you will see that the sign Sagittarius and the sign Capricorn, they are very crowded, or they will be very crowded in next few days, because Mars, which is at present in the sign of Scorpio, is in the ending degrees of Scorpio. In fact, Mars is in the fire water interface, which we called Gandanta. Very soon Mars will be entering the sign of Sagittarius and it will get conjunct with Venus, which is also retrograding. And today on 14th of January, it's a very remarkable day because Sun is also going to enter the sign of Capricorn. So it's a very auspicious day because we celebrate it by the name of Makar Sankranti, and on this note I wish every one of you a very happy, very auspicious and very significant Makar Sankranti to all of you. It's a very spiritual day. So any kind of spiritual practices performed today will bring very good results for every one of us. Okay, but today the more concerned discussion in this video will be on the retrogression of Mercury. Now we have to understand that how this retrogression of Mercury is bringing the different kinds of results for every one of us. Every time a planet retrogrades or transits, depending upon the then alignment of the planets, they bring different kind of results. So this time also the results will not be 100% equal to the previous one. Some similarities can be there, but most of the things can be different, because don't forget Mercury is turning retrograde in the presence of Saturn. Few days back I made a video where I discussed about the transit of Mercury into Capricorn and retrogression of Venus into Sagittarius. So they were interchanging the signs. So that time I discussed many things with regard to Mercury, especially in this conjunction of Mercury with Saturn in the sign of Capricorn. So those flavors will be there along with this retrogression, because it is very important. Within a few days you will feel that yes, Mercury is getting combusted. So it is getting combusted by Sun, it is retrograding, and together they are in conjunction with Saturn, that also in the sign of Capricorn. So how the things are turning out, that is very important to understand. So during this time we have to be very much careful regarding any significance related to the sign Capricorn, Gemini or Virgo, wheresoever these three signs lies in our horoscope. The significance related to those houses will be very prominent during this time, because every time they will ask us that why not you are applying your intelligence during this particular time with respect to these houses. Why are you not reassessing the things? Now why the question of why comes? Because of the presence of Saturn. Saturn will say the answer is with you itself. You are not just focusing on it, just focus on it. I am there to help you. Don't be very fast. It is just like the movement of a pendulum. You will see that when a pendulum moves high, it slows down, it goes high and high and high. So we feel that everything is stopping. We suddenly feel that I am trying to put my intelligence, I am trying to communicate with that person. Either I am not able to express myself properly, or it may happen the things which I am conveying to him or her, that person is not understanding me. So suddenly you will feel that everything is getting snatched away. See, this is a typical type of irritation. This is not a very impulsive behavior. No, this is a thing which is going within ourselves. We all will feel this. Just like the pendulum is moving up, it is slowing down, it is slowing down, it is slowing down. And when sun will be very much near to Mercury, it will get combusted also. So you will also feel a very deep urge to say the things, to convey the things, or to apply the intelligence. Now here we have to understand that first of all we have to choose the way of our speaking and communication regarding this very time, because don't forget, Capricorn is a very organized sign. It is the sign of resourcefulness also. So we have to understand that what are our resources during this time. We have to collect our resources. We have to understand that yes, the things which the sign Capricorn, Virgo or Gemini, whatever they represent according to our horoscope, are the things correct or not? Are we are following our duties during this particular time, or even before also? Had we done any kind of thing which was not meant to be done, or which required some kind of rectification or reassessment? It may also happen that you did everything correct, but you could have done much better. Like you see, every one of us, we know that Saturn is a very slow planet. So every time if we think that Saturn is a very slow planet, it does not work like that. Saturn is also a planet which will give you the time to make you perfect. Capricorn is fifth from Virgo. Virgo is the sign where Mercury exalts, and fifth house is the house of joy, pleasure, the things which we like to do. Capricorn is a very resourceful sign. It's a very the sign which deals with commitment, patience, and Virgo is that earthy temperament which requires the proper intelligence with logical and analytical mind. So you will understand that when Mercury transits through Capricorn, it becomes more analytical, more work oriented, more committed. So it's the best time to utilize your own talents. It may happen that you may feel that I am unable to convey my things which I want to express to the people whom I like the most or whom I love the most, or maybe that person is not understanding me. It is very common during this time. Why I am saying you, from last 1 week when Mercury was in a stationary mode, that time also Venus was in retrogression, and today also Venus is in retrogression. In fact, Venus will turn direct on 29th of January. So the most part of this retrogression of Mercury, Venus will be in its retrograde motion. So you will feel that that person is not understanding my feelings, or whatsoever. Like suppose Capricorn is your 10th house for Aries people. So you will feel that whatever work I am doing, my boss is not happy with it, or my authorities are not recognizing it. So what should you do? Should you stop doing your work? No. It is giving you a proper chance that what are the things which you feel that you are correct, but actually it may lack something, or your boss may feel that this person has got more talent than he is doing now. He is more talented. It may happen like that also. So you have to reassess your own intelligence, your own talents, and work on it. This is a very good time, I will say you, because Capricorn is such a sign which can give you that higher level of name, fame and reputation also, that big status. In Capricorn there is nothing called small. You can achieve things, I mean it. And that is the reason you see that it is the original 10th house of the natural zodiac, the house of big fame, mass fame. Because in the 10th house you will see that the scorching sunlight, the sunlight falls directly on earth. That is the mid heaven where sun gets the directional strength. And now the lord of Capricorn, Saturn, is also transiting through it. The most important part here is that second from Capricorn is Aquarius, where Jupiter is transiting. So even if Mercury is retrograde, Jupiter is in direct motion. So your wisdom is completely perfect, and that is the reason which is creating the problems within us, that I want to do this but I am not getting the things that how to do it, or what am I doing correct. You will feel like that. So this kind of things can happen. You may also feel that I am missing my friends, or I am missing the people whom I can talk with frequently. You may feel like that. So if you feel that I am feeling lonely, it's a very good time to utilize your own hobbies, isn't it? Because Mercury is the lord of the sign Gemini, which is the original third house of natural zodiac, which deals with your hobbies, which deals with your creative talents. You can start something of your own, means you don't need to express it with everyone, correct? When Saturn is there with Mercury at this moment of time, you are your own boss. You can start your own work, correct? And that will utilize your quality and productive time of the most of your day. And at the end of the day, you will sleep that yes, my day was productive, correct? You can utilize this thing very nicely, because now you are not going to express your views like that, oh, so it is so beautiful. You are not saying like that. Rather, you will look into the things very minutely. You will just, it is just like looking at someone's work and saying that yes, it is beautiful by this angle. You could have done this in this that way, that would have been given you much more better view. You might have used this color. So this kind of mentality will be coming within you, and you can work on this thing in your own work also. You can self judge your own work. It is the time to work within ourselves. More we work on ourselves, you will find that this transit of Mercury is giving you more better results. Sometimes it is very easy to talk with our own self. Maybe sometimes it is very tough also, because we ignore the person whom we are actually. So we can understand our own self and we can go ahead. So I will talk about the various ascendants and how they're going to get impacted by this transit of Mercury in the retrograde motion. And as usual, if you are new to this channel, then I will say, then please tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video, you get notified instantly. And anytime if you want a consultation from me, then check the links in the description section, and your comments are always welcome to me. So on this note, come let us start the retrogression of Mercury video for various ascendant. For the Aries ascendant people, this transit will be happening in your 10th house of career, profession, your reputation, okay, your status, and it is transiting with your 10th lord Saturn. So I will say you that suddenly you may feel that your work pressure is getting increased, and anything related to your work, your documentation, how you are applying your decision making, how you are implementing your decisions with respect to your work has to be reassessed and revalued during this time. You will feel that even if small mistake is happening, you are getting too much to listen during this time, or it may happen that your authorities can suddenly find things that I didn't expect that you are doing this kind of mistakes. Okay, so this kind of things can come in front of you. So I will say that before it comes, work on it. Think that this is the work, you have to make it the best. Okay, just make it the best. Just try to put all your intelligence on the work, and you will see that your results are going to become very much perfect. Because very soon Sun, when it will be very closely conjunct with Mercury, Sun gets the directional strength in the sign of Capricorn. So it will give you that authoritative position at your workplace also, because Mercury is your 6th lord, the lord of your service, your job, transiting through the house of career, along with your 5th lord and 10th lord, Sun and Saturn respectively. So it will give you a very good result with respect to your job and profession, if you are following your work, your job, your service in a more perfect manner. Just make it perfect, and you will see that your results are becoming very good during this time. For the Taurus ascendant people, this transit is going to happen in the 9th house. I will say it's a very good transit to learn new thing or relearn new thing. Maybe you have thought that these are the things which I may learn or I may study later on, but this is a very good time to start the studies, start the learning again in a proper manner, because Capricorn for you is the 9th house, the house of higher learning, and Mercury is your 5th lord of intelligence and specialized education. So I will say it's a very good time for higher education also, and anything which you thought that later on you may start, or you may thought that it is not so important, but suddenly you felt that yes, these are the studies which can give me far more better results in future, in my career, in my profession, or in my further life. This is the time to start it. Or any kind of spiritual activities, ritualistic activities with respect to your religious activities, customs, rituals, then those are the things which you can restart, or you can give more emphasis, more time to it, which can not only help you rise your luck and fortune and prosperity, but also it will give you a very good chance to communicate with your guru, communicate with your father, your elder, or anyone whom you feel that this person is a very wise person, I can get some knowledge from him or her. Okay, during this time it's a very good transit with respect to this. Some kind of religious pursuits is possible during this time. You can visit to some places of religious values, and you can gain some wisdom, some divine knowledge, okay, over there. So by this I will say it's a very good transit. And yes, it is also creating a Raj Yoga. So with the help of any kind of things which you learn during this time, that can actually help you out in your career and profession also, because when Mercury turns direct, it will finally transit to the sign of Aquarius. So for you, Aquarius is the 10th house, so that time you can implement whatever knowledge you have learned in your career, in your profession, or whatever karma you do. Okay, so overall I will say it's a very good transit for you. For the Gemini people, it will be happening in your 8th house, and Mercury is your Lagna lord. The most important part, Mercury is your Lagna lord, Mercury is also your 4th lord. So here I will say that it is a time to reassess anything about yourself. 8th house is also the house of deep knowledge, hidden secrets. So it is a very good time to reassess the value system within us, within you, the deep secrets of life, lifestyle, health, anything related to health. I will say take care regarding your health, or any kind of healthy practices, spiritual practices will not only give you mental happiness, but also a very good healthy life also. During this time you can start studies of anything related to spirituality, occult, or anything between occult and religious spiritual things. Okay, spiritual way of life can be very good during this time. Or I will say, since it is the 8th house which is also dealing with our in-laws or marital life or longevity of marriage, anything related to your married life which you thought that I can think about it later also, so those are the things which you need to look out during this time. Your communication with your spouse will be improved during this time. You will feel that yes, I need my partner to talk with. So anything which you wanted to say to him or her which you couldn't, this is a very good time to talk. Okay, and I hope that the problems and everything will be resolved by the virtue of this transit, because Mercury and Saturn, they both are very good planet for the Gemini ascendant people. Saturn is the 9th lord, Mercury is the Lagna lord. It is basically, it is creating a Raj Yoga in the 8th house. So any kind of secret knowledge, occult knowledge, or any kind of spiritual knowledge which you thought that yes, I can learn it, I can know it, it's a very good time you can know it. It will give you not only a spiritual blessing, but also a divine bliss will work upon you, that yes, these are the things which I learned. You will feel very happy to learn about it, because Mercury is also your 4th lord. Yes, one thing you have to be very careful is that take care regarding anything related to your home. You have to be very careful regarding that how you are maintaining your domestic happiness while looking into your own self, or while just moving in this particular time that I can do all the other things later on. Don't forget that Mercury is also your fourth lord. Take care regarding anything related to your domestic happiness. Take care regarding your health of your mother. And yes, I will also say take care regarding your own health also. So following any kind of healthy practices during this time will be very good. Okay. For the Cancer ascendant people, this will be happening in your 7th house of marriage, relationship, your spouse, legal bindings. So this is a time where I will say you have to make sure your communication with your spouse, your partner is becoming very good. You have to be very careful regarding that. Anything which you have said before or anything which you are saying now will be calculated, will be judged during this transit. So I will say, if you wanted to clarify any kind of conversation with your spouse, this is the time when you should just clarify it. Okay. Or don't go into any kind of miscommunication or arguments during this time, because there is a chance it may come, or you may suddenly feel very critical, very judgmental about your spouse. So I will say that it's better to solve the problems rather than becoming very critical, because the same thing can happen for the person itself also. Another thing, since Mercury is transiting through the 7th house looking into the 1st house, so it can also give you some kind of intelligent mindset that yes, these are the things which I can learn about, these are the things which can give me a very proper intelligent set in front of the society, in front of the world. Okay, so you can use this transit in that way, but again you have to be very careful that don't go into any kind of stuffs which can lead to arguments. Another thing, if you are thinking to go for any kind of business contracts or legal bindings during this time, this is not the correct time because it is turning retrograde. Okay, so you have to be very careful regarding that also. And I will say that if anything which is not correct in your married life, or you are feeling that yes, these are the things where I need to look out, if you are feeling that I cannot talk with my partner, it's better to reassess within yourself that which are the things which I can talk about or I can deal with properly, and it can give me better results in my future during this transit, because it will ask you, it will make you do all these things. For the Leo ascendant people, Mercury will be retrograding in your 6th house, and I will say it is the house of your hard work, your job, your service. Mercury, your intelligence. 6th house is also the house of making anything very perfect. So suddenly you will feel that in your job, whatever hard work you are doing, you will feel that yes, this is not the way which I should have done this work. I can use it in some different way. You can use your intelligence, you can use your hard work in a different manner. So this is a time to do smart work, I will say. Work smart, think smart. It may happen that initially you may feel that my work is not getting perfect, or you may feel that the things which I want to do, I am not getting the results. So in order to make it perfect, just think about it, that be very logical, be very critical during this time regarding your work, regarding your service, that try to be very critical regarding your own work. It will give you far more better results. Like suppose if you are, just I'm taking one example, like suppose you are doing some working on a document, and you are feeling that this document is correct. Try to reassess it 5 times. You will definitely find some kind of rectifications to be made. So more you update it, it becomes more better and better and better. So that will give you far more better results with respect to this transit through the 6th house. And ultimately when it reaches to your boss, your authorities, they will have no more mistakes to find, and ultimately it will increase your good name and fame in front of them. And yes, your relationship with your co-workers, with your authorities and superiors has to be maintained during this time. Don't go for any kind of miscommunication or arguments during this time. That will give you far more better results. For the Virgo ascendant people, Mercury will be transiting through your 5th house. Mercury is your 10th lord. Mercury is also your Lagna Lord, which is transiting through the 5th house. So being the Lagna Lord coming into the 5th house along with your 5th Lord, it is creating a Raj Yoga itself, and it is a very good time to learn new things. Since it is retrograding towards the sign of Sagittarius, although it will not go into Sagittarius, but towards the sign of Sagittarius, so you will also be very interested with respect to any matter regarding your home and anything which can make you feel joy, pleasurable, or anything which you like from within, means your inner talents. This is a very good time to start those things. This is a very good time to work on those things. If you really work on those things, it will give you very good results, because both Saturn, Mercury, and now Sun will also enter the sign of Capricorn. All these three planets will look directly into the 11th house of gains. So anything which you thought that yes, I could have started later on, this is not the correct time. See, how will we understand which is the correct time? So if you are feeling that this thing I need to do, so that means some divine energy is asking you to do it. So do it, just do it, work on it, and your creative self-expression will improve day by day. You will suddenly feel that the way I am talking or the way I am expressing myself in front of the world, is it correct? You may feel like that. Okay, so it means that there are certain things which you own self will feel that I need to work on it. So this is the great time you need to work on it, definitely. Anything regarding your studies, suppose if you are a college student, you are pursuing some kind of specialized education, okay, and you are thinking that is it a correct time to learn new things? Yes, it is a right time to learn new things, and also reassess the things which you have learned before. Also you should learn the things, learn the new skill sets, or improve the skill sets which you already have. Okay, so that will give you very good results during this time, because don't forget Mercury will also come direct after 4th of February. So that time the things which you have reassessed or learnt now will give you far more better results, because that time you will feel that yes, the things are clearing up. Okay, the cloud is clearing up, and now whatever I am saying or whatever I am communicating, people are recognizing me for my intelligence, for my logical thinking. Okay, so that is how this will work for the Virgo ascendant people. For the Libra ascendant people, this Mercury transit in the retrograde motion is going to happen in your 4th house, and it is getting conjunct with 4th Lord Saturn, and it is also creating a Raj Yoga, because Mercury is your 9th Lord and 12th Lord transiting through the 4th house with 4th Lord Saturn. So this time, this is a very good time to look into any matter regarding your home, anything which you think that yes, I need to work on this thing at my home, at my domestic peace and happiness. So suppose if you want to renovate your home or make anything correct regarding the place where you live in, this is a very good time. Think about it, you will get good results. Mercury and Saturn will directly look into your 10th house of profession. So any matter regarding your profession will suddenly pop up during this time in front of you. So you have to work on those things also. I will also say that you need to also take care regarding the health of your mother also, because Mercury is the 9th Lord. If you take care regarding the health of your mother, this will also act like a divine blessing in front of you. So this transit will bring your insights towards your home, your homely matter, your happiness, how you are improving your homely happiness, because Mercury is your 9th Lord. It will definitely help you. Just work on it. They are looking into your 10th house, so any matter to your profession, you have to work on it. Take care regarding your happiness index, take care regarding your health of your mother during this time. It will give you very good results. And anything related to your hobbies, work on it. These are the primary things which you have to look out during this particular transit. For the Scorpio ascendant people, this transit is going to happen in your 3rd house, and I will say it's a really very good transit to happen during this time, because 3rd house is the house of your skills, your creative talents which you have. Okay, and during this time, along with Saturn, you will get the enough time to work on it. Anything which you have which talent you have, but you have thought that yes, I can start it later on, this is not the correct time. So you can suddenly feel that yes, this is a very good time, I can start it. Okay, so any matter related to Mercury, like suppose you can be a writer, you can be a orator, you can be a teacher, you can be publisher, or anything related to Mercury. Even if you are a journalist, okay, means I'm just generalizing the fact, you can be anything related to Mercury. Nowadays you can be a social media blogger, correct? Okay, so there are so many things related to Mercury. So those are the things, suddenly you will get some insight, yes, why not I can improve this thing in a different way, in some innovative way. So you will get success when you work on it, because when Mercury turns direct, it will be within your third house itself, correct? Your communication will be improved. During this time you may feel that yes, I am not feeling to communicate with everyone, you may feel like that, okay? Or you may feel that even if I communicate with my near and dear ones, what should I say? Or if I say, will the person understand me? So you may suddenly feel that yes, it's better to be quiet. But don't forget, when Mercury turns direct, during this time the things which you have worked upon or the things which you have learned will give you very good results. Okay, so work on your skill set, work on your communication, work on the things which talents you are born with, correct? During this time, make the use of this transit for all the good things. For the Sagittarius ascendant people, this transit is going to happen in your second house, and second house is the house of finance, your speech, your family. So I will say anything related to your family matter can suddenly pop up in front of you with respect to some past events, or any communication regarding with your family members will suddenly increase. You may suddenly feel that yes, I can talk to my those near and dear ones within my family member. Okay, you may feel suddenly like that, or any matter related to your family, okay, suddenly can ask your attention. So you will be forced to think about those things, you may feel in that way also. Another thing here I will say that regarding your wealth and finance, this is not a good time to reinvest your money or make some important financial decision, but yes, this is a very correct time, I will say very correct time to reassess your financial matters. Anything regarding your finance, anything regarding your money, whichever way you are investing it, whichever way you are storing it, because second house is also the storage of your wealth, okay, you have to work upon it, you have to look upon it, that is it the correct way by which you are investing your money, or is it the correct way by which you are spending your money. Okay, work on your budget also, monthly budget specifically I will say, because that will give you a very good results when Mercury will become direct. This will also set a landmark for the whole of this year. You will understand that these are the things where I can use my wealth, I can use my finance, and these are the places where I can invest my money. This is not the time to invest, rather it is the time to look upon how to invest it, or how to use it, how to utilize it, correct? So you have to understand the difference and then you have to work upon it. And definitely it will also help you to improve your speech and how you are speaking with your nearby surrounding. Okay, so anything related to your speech, anything related to your speaking will be revalued and reassessed during this time. So be very careful regarding how you are speaking and what you are speaking. Your behavior will be very much judged by everyone around you during this time. Okay, for the Capricorn ascendant people, this will be happening in your Lagna, in your first house itself, and Mercury is your ninth lord, transiting through the first house in retrograde motion. So I will say it is creating a very good Raj Yoga. The Lagna lord and the ninth lord transiting through the first house, it is creating a very good prominent Raj Yoga. So I will say it is a very good time to learn new things and also improve your own wisdom, improve your own logical intelligence regarding how you are presenting yourself in front of the world, or how you are improving your personality, how you are improving your own intelligence. Mercury gets directional strength in the first house, so it means it is a time to learn new things. It is retrograding, it simply means that certain things are there which needs to be revalued with respect to your intelligence, with respect to your own personality and your own higher learning also. It is also a good time to start some higher learning. Like suppose if you want to pursue some higher degree, okay, then it is the time where you can start new things to learn. Suddenly you will feel that yes, this is the correct time, I must learn those things. You will feel suddenly like that. Okay, you may start some new studies, some new kind of studies which can not only give you good results in future, but also you will feel that yes, I was wanting this from so many days and suddenly I got it, that I got the chance. This kind of feelings can be there. Okay, so use your hard work, because Mercury is also your sixth lord for the Capricorn ascendant people. So use your hard work, use your proper intelligence in that perfect manner, and you will feel that your luck, your fortune is supporting you. This will not only increase your prosperity, but also it will help you to learn new things. Okay, and by the aspect of Mercury on the 7th house, you will also feel that your communication with your spouse and partner is also increasing. It is also improving day by day. You will feel like that. Okay, or you will also feel that these are the points which I must work upon, which can improve my relationship, my communication, or my conversation with my partner or spouse. Okay, for the Aquarius ascendant people, Mercury will be transiting in the 12th house, and Mercury is your fifth lord. So Mercury deals, for Aquarius ascendant people, Mercury deals with anything which is joyful, pleasurable, or inner inclinations, the things which you are naturally inclined to. Those are the things which Mercury deals with, because Mercury is your fifth lord transiting to the 12th house in the sign of Capricorn. So it will give you the necessary discipline, and also your curiosity, your intelligence will be very much inclined towards the spiritual growth, towards the spiritual way of living. So suddenly you may feel that yes, I can start the spiritual practices. Suddenly you will feel. It may had happened that 2 months back someone may have told you that why are you not starting this spiritual practice. So that time you may have ignored. Okay, I'm just taking one example, but suddenly you will feel that yes, these are the things which I can start again, I can really get benefited out of it. Why not to start it? Okay, that will give you not only happiness, but also you will feel that yes, I am feeling joyful, I am feeling happy. Only one thing, Mercury is transiting through the 12th house, so try to avoid miscommunications. Okay, so suppose if you are communicating with someone, if you are talking with someone, try to be very crystal clear with whatever you say, because due to the retrograde motion, it may happen that people may say you, or you may come to know regarding the things that people are expecting something more from you, but they feel that this person is very secretive, this person is not conveying the things which should have been conveyed to them. So suddenly these kind of things may come in front of you. You must suddenly feel that, oh, I didn't know that people are expecting this many things from me. Okay, so be very careful regarding how you are speaking or how you are conversing with other people. Anything related to finance, anything related to your spendings, your expenses has to be checked during this time, since Mercury is transiting to the 12th house. So I will also say that any expenses, any unwanted expenses has to be stopped during this particular transit. For the Pisces ascendant people, this transit is going to happen in the 12th house, so it is a good time, I will say, to look forward into how you are gaining something, or what are the ways by which you can profit, which can increase your incoming of wealth. Anything matter to that. You may suddenly feel that the things which gave you immense wealth, or the things which are good for your gains and profit, are lacking something. You may suddenly feel that yes, these are not the things which I should operate on. In fact, I can improve it, I can renovate it, I can improvise on all those things which can give me far more better results in future to come, because in today's day and world, Mercury rules over practically everything. Mercury rules over data, and every one of us, whatever work we do, maybe less, maybe more, we are working on data. Communication, speaking, blogging, writing, typing, publishing, whatever we say, the way of our speaking and communication is Mercury. Okay, so suppose if you are a teacher, if you are a consultant, if you are an orator, you are a publisher, you are a writer, in today's day and world there are so many things associated with Mercury. Mercury is logic, Mercury is analytics. Okay, so if you, even if you are related to anything related to finance also, even if you are related to anything related to mathematics, science, okay, even metaphysical astrology, okay, everything is Mercury. So you never know that which are the things are calling you for further growth. So this transit can help you increase your further growth. Just work on your talents. You may definitely come forward by churning of your own mind, your own soul. You will understand that yes, this is the thing which I must work upon, and that will give me far more better growth in further months to come or in future. Okay, so work on those things. I will say that this way this transit will give you a far more better results. Okay, understood that how this transit is going to impact for all the 12 signs. And if you have like this video, press the like button, share to your near and dear ones. Your comments are always welcome to me, and anytime if you want a consultation from me, check the links in the description section. And if you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video you get notified instantly. So next time when I bring a new and another interesting video, till then I am signing off for today. Thanking you. Bye bye.